Tatty Bumpkin is a unique methodology which combines children's development, the holistic aspects of yoga, and brings them together in a fun and creative class that aids development and supports mental well-being. It's not adult yoga, it's specifically taking the core benefits of adult yoga, which proper breathing, proper relaxation, proper movement, and then delivering that message in a very age-appropriate format. So we use a multi-sensory approach, which is using 2 or more of the senses. So we use music, movement and storytelling and simple props to really engage young children and keep them at what we call the just right level of learning. So they're fully engaged with what we're telling them through storytelling, and then all the developmental benefits follow. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and that's Tatty Bumpkin's secret weapon. Children are born natural yogis. They're already really in tune with their own bodies, and at about 8 years old, the ego starts to kick in, so this idea of self, and that's when we start to doubt ourselves and question whether we're good enough. And before that stage, we just do what feels good, and we're really in tune with what feels good. You might be aware that very young children are in the moment, so when they're playing, they're not worried about the future, they're not worried about the past, they're very focused on the moment, and that makes them naturally yogic. So we capture that natural ability and but bring it out in a formula that's very exciting and creative and engaging for them. So Tatty Bumpkin is amazing for small children. Firstly, we're using a multisensory approach which really engages children, and through storytelling and creativity we bring out the best in that childlike imagination and creativity. So it's very fun for starters, and then all the sub-layers to that are we're enhancing the core developmental principles of sensory integration, self-regulation, postural control and coordination skills, all which support your child's learning experience at school and help them to develop their literacy and oracy skills. So firstly, it's fun, creative, it's suitable for everyone, it's non-competitive, so everyone can join in and achieve. And then through this playful approach, we're really enhancing and developing your child's developmental skills. Another good question, because we don't get asked that question often. Obviously, the age range we're working at is sort of, our key age range is 3 to sort of 5, 6. And so online classes are not the most interactive format for this age range. There is no replacement for being in an in-person, sociable, inclusive environment. Additionally, we can tailor our classes very specifically to who is in the class and what that mood is at any specific moment. So, for example, if it's a windy full moon Friday, then the energy is likely to be very high, and we can tailor our moves and our environment to be very specific to that, so that we can get the most out of the children. And so every class is different. It's also child-led, so we really tap into the children's imagination. So if they have an idea, we weave it into the story, and we do a recap over what we've done in the session, and all of that supports learning and confidence. So there's really no replacement for being in person, although of course anything you do is better than nothing at all. So there's definite benefits from doing it online, but the Tatty Bumpkin methodology is much better delivered in person. It's much more powerful. Tatty Bumpkin is a unique program because it's been developed over 20 years. It's been developed by paediatric physios, yoga teachers and educationalists, and the focus has really been on engaging young children and providing an inclusive and non-competitive environment. So it's a very, very detailed and sort of complex process underpinning what is delivered as a very fun and simple session. So on the surface it might look like it's just very fun and playful, but underneath all of that is 20 years of research and development. And so actually all the classes come with accompanying notes for the parents so they can continue the learning at home, For the teachers, we have full early years foundation stage links so they can use them for their Ofsted inspections and their monitoring. And for the kids, we have stickers and certificates. So everybody is fully engaged in the story, the multisensory story, and everyone can go away and continue the learning at home.